We were never created to be worshipped. The moment you try to steal the spotlight that belongs to God, doon magsisimulang masira ang buhay mo at ang sistema mo. Bakit? Kung ikaw ay content creator, vlogger, or nasa social media, akala mo ba ang success ay nasa palakpak ng tao? Pero alam mo ba na yan din ang magsisimulang magpasira minsan ng buhay mo? Personally, I chased recognition until it became my prison. Akala ko magiging buo ako kapag sumikat ako lalo. Pero paminsan napapaisip ako, bakit ganon? Parang mas napapagod ako at minsan mas nadidrain. Kasi na-realize ko na hindi tayo ginawa para sambahin. Your soul wasn't built to handle glory. There is only one that can handle the weight and pressure of glory, and that is God Himself. Kasi minsan, yung legacy na obsessed kang habulin, yun na din ang nagiging harang para malasap mo ang totoong sarap ng buhay. Kaya tanungin kita ngayon, pagod ka na ba kakahabol sa validation? Panoorin mo ito para once and for all, mawala na ang pagod na nararamdaman mo. Akala natin ang paghahabol sa recognition ay ang susi para maramdaman natin na we have arrived. Personally, I tried it. I pursued it. I chased it. Akala ko kapag nakuha ko na yung palakpak ng tao, doon lang ako magiging buo. Pero ang totoo, only God can handle the glory. Tayong mga tao, we were never designed mentally, emotionally, spiritually, soulfully, and physically, we were never designed to carry that weight. Kaya personally, I ended up wounded, burned out, and completely drained. Doon ko natutunan that sometimes the pursuit becomes the prison. Yung hinahabol mong legacy, yun din pala ang magiging harang para malasap mo ang sarap na ipinagkaloob ng Diyos para sa iyong buhay. We get so obsessed with building a name that we forget to actually live the life we were given. Hito, real talk ha. Real talk lamang. Hindi tayo ginawa para sambahin. We were never created to be worshipped. The moment you try to steal the spotlight that belongs to God, doon magsisimulang masira ang buhay mo at ang sistema mo. Bakit? Because your soul wasn't built for that kind of weight and pressure. So paano ka nga ba makakapag-shift para ma-enjoy mo itong bagong taon? What will change in you so that you can live life to the full this year? Number 1, maybe shift from chasing legacy to stewardship. Anong ibig sabihin? Hindi mo kailangang maging the great. Kailangan mo lang maging faithful sa kung anong nasa kamay mo ngayon. Number 2, shift from performance to presence. Alam mo ba ang mas mahalaga na nalalasap mo yung present moment, yung ngayon, kaysa sa pagod ka kakaisip sa gusto mong marating bukas? Alam mo bang mas mahalaga na na-experience mo yung present moment kasama ng pamilya mo, ng anak mo, ng mga mahal mo sa buhay, rather than kaka-worry sa kinabukasan nila? Be present in the here and the now this year. Number 3, shift from validation to obedience. Alam mo, ang requirement lang naman ng Panginoon ay maging obedient sa Kanya. Hindi na yung pagkarami-raming checklist. Ang success ay hindi nasusukat sa dami ng nakatingin o sa dami ng pumapalakpak. Kung hindi, ito ay nasusukat sa lalim ng pagsunod natin sa Kanya because He's got the good, pleasing, and perfect will for all of us, including you, including myself. At yung Kanyang will sa iyong buhay, magbibigay sa iyo ng masarap, masagana, at masayang buhay. Hindi ba yon ang importante? Na ma-enjoy ang buhay, to live it to the full ng may masaya, masagana, at masasabi mo sa sarili mong ang sarap mabuhay. Alam mo, leadership is not about being in the pedestal. It's about being a vessel. Kasi kapag binitawan mo yung kailangan maging bida all the time, doon ka na magkakaroon ng space para makahinga at makapagpahinga. The pursuit ends when surrender begins. Stop trying to carry what only He can hold. Sabi nga, Take his burden, for his burden is easy and his yoke is light. Maybe this is simply a reminder to live for the audience of one. And that one cares deeply for you, loves you so much, and isn't that enough? Konting reminder lang from Coach Mix, life coach and chief strategist.